Talk to me about the recovery of this company long term. How do you come out of COVID, and what does the environment look like for you when we do?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Heading into COVID, we were laser focused on revitalizing our brands. We have a portfolio of very strong 100-year-old brands with a lot of positive equity, but we've been focused on increasing our marketing investments, increasing our innovation investments to really bring new life and new growth to those brands. Also laser focused on restructuring our supply chain to take out cost and inefficiency and to streamline our operations across the globe. We've been successful in doing that. We were successful pre-COVID, showing top line growth, showing share improvement, and really delevering the company. COVID has inspired a number of consumer trends that had really, in many ways, already begun. We were already seeing an interest in more culinary home meal preparation prior to COVID. COVID's accelerated that. We were already seeing more consumers working from home, looking for quick, easy, healthy, convenient solutions while working from home. COVID accelerated that. An increased interest in health and wellness was already growing and was accelerated by COVID. And we also saw pre-COVID a flight to strong brands. Strong brands are winning in our marketplace as we compete to get share of voice with the consumer. Strong brands are winning. So what COVID did is really accelerated those trends, and it's given us a lot of positive tailwinds. As the markets return to normal, we see more consumers still cooking at home. We see more consumers still working from home, which helps our portfolio. And as we look forward,
but Greg,
we're really encouraged by that.
On the consumers being at home, doesn't that sort of reflect the fact that they can't go out? There's nowhere to go. A lot of restaurants are still closed. Those ones that are open are fairly limited. Once the economy begins to reopen and you do see people then going back out and returning to some of those old habits, how do you hang on to the customers you've gained through COVID?
Yeah, that's a great question. We've had a double-digit increase in households buying our products during the past year. And we've spent a lot of time connecting with those consumers, building relationships with those consumers, and teaching them new ways to use our products. The consumers that are cooking meals at home have gained a lot of confidence. And we think that there's some stickiness to that trend. That trend will continue. And we're keeping close to those consumers and partnering with our retail grocery customers to make sure those consumers keep coming back to our categories.
On the other side of things, obviously, you are very dependent on growers, farmers across the country, indeed across the world, for your produce. They've obviously also been under huge pressure during COVID. And I wonder what, in terms of managing that supply chain and helping your own suppliers through COVID, the company has had to do, and how much longer you expect to do it.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the work of our entire industry and our company to keep our employees safe, to partner with our growers and farmers, to keep our plants operating in the safest possible conditions and keep up with, an unprecedented surge in demand. So we've really worked closely as an industry to prioritize worker safety in all parts of our supply chain, and are really encouraged by the results. We're going to keep those measures in place as we head through the next 6 to 12 months. And obviously, we're prioritizing vaccinations for our essential frontline workers across our company and across our industry.
And I just want to ask on that, you're doing this interview obviously from California. You are still remote. I know California has been fairly sort of aggressive in keeping stuff in lockdown. But talk to me about the challenges of running a company like yours, very production heavy, when people are by and large not able to go into work.
Yeah, it's been quite a team effort to respond. We've had the majority of our workforce working remotely since March 17th. And amidst a record year of growth across our grocery business with the surge in demand, we have done a remarkable job of collaborating via Zoom calls like this and working around the clock remotely to keep the company running. And it's been quite successful. And we've learned a lot from this. And as we evaluate returning to work, that workplace is going to look different for us, like many companies. We're going to offer more remote working opportunities for employees, and we see more of a flexible workplace environment as we re-enter, hopefully later this summer, once vaccinations are broadly available.